In the city lights, we shine so bright. On you in the month, we're in the limelight. Sharing stories on our podcast every night. Spreading love and soul, our words take flight. Talking about love, we keep it real and raw. Through the ups and downs, we stand tall. Our voices blend like a sweet harmony. Touching hearts, creating unity. Dive deep into emotions, no filter inside. All yours honesty, on soulful inside. Exploring love's highs and lows. It's our mission, connecting souls to heartfelt conversations.
What's up, Visionary?
What's good?
Welcome to another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. We are so glad you're here, and we hope you're doing well as usual.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. What's up?
What's up?
Another week?
Another week. Another day. Another dollar. Okay, and
some people might say another day, another struggle.
Yeah.
But you don't say that.
Yeah, no, don't say that. Okay. That's power in the tongue, okay? Yeah. All right, so we under construction. All right, so if you was with us last week, you know we started our marriage maintenance series. Okay, the 4 M's of marriage maintenance. All right, let's maintain this marriage.
Yeah, and we talking about the mindset.
Yeah, which is something that you definitely got to have for a successful marriage. You have to have the right marriage mindset.
Yeah, joining the us mindset instead of the me and you mindset.
Right. Or the I mindset, because it ain't no longer I.
Yeah, there's no I in team.
It ain't. Ain't no I in we.
No.
Ain't no I in us. Okay. So which brings us to what we wanted to talk about this week. But before we get into the topic, let's
know what some of y'all.
Yeah. How was your week?
Yeah. Put in the chat where y'all some of y'all coming from.
Yeah, where you coming from?
And how was your week?
Right. And if it was good, go ahead and throw that heart.
Yeah.
Throw us a heart down there. All right. So our week was a little busy. As you seen in a video that we put up before, we got a pallet.
Yeah.
That's some of the things we do in our business together as a married couple. We go, we conquer, and we build, okay?
Yeah.
So that brings us to our topic for this week. Did I ain't say that, did I? No, I feel like I said that.
No,
but
I don't think that.
Which brings us to the topic of the week, which is money moves for marriage success.
Yeah.
All right, so
and money moves that you don't want to make for marriage success.
Right.
Because we made a lot of errors in our relationship starting off.
Yeah.
And there was some habits that you brought into the relationship that we had to break early to actually get things going in the right direction.
Yeah, and there were some habits that you brought in the relationship too that, you know, I had to, with money that made me want to spend. He had that dough.
Yeah.
That's a joke. He ain't have a habit, but he did have, money.
Yeah.
But the thing that I loved about it is that you wouldn't be able to tell that you had, this money, even though, the lifestyle, the way you were getting the money wasn't, wasn't legal, but at least you wasn't,
And all that money back in the day that I know a lot of people go through when we was growing up was wasted.
Yeah.
I wish I still had it, but whatever you get in the streets, you gotta leave in the streets.
That's right, and you do still got the good takeaway is that now we got you got the knowledge, and our main business, you bring the same skill set into it, and you flip that thing, you make that thing grow, then you go back out and get another pack.
A service is a service.
Legal. Okay. So and it's been really interesting and really and really fun to watch you growing that way.
Yeah.
And also, it's been fun for me, for you, you know, teaching me some things and helping me growing that way. So that's one of the things you got to do as a married couple. You have to see where one is slipping in and bring them up. Or
but the person got to be willing to let you.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be willing to let them. But hopefully if you married, you willing to let, you know, don't take it personal. Yeah. If your significant other telling you spending too much or, you know, you...
Especially if bad habits hurt both parties.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes bad habits don't hurt both parties. But if your bad habit hurts both parties from growth, then it's a bad habit that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
You know, that's true.
Yeah.
And spending is one of them.
Yeah, it is. Mm. And I also know that one of the things that I said is that, baby, if we get this house, that's all I want. I won't spend nothing else.
Then she wanted a car. No matter how big of the house you get, people always find a way to feel it.
Yeah, we definitely feel it.
Yeah. Anything you get a car, you always find a way to feel it. Yeah. But speaking of cars, I think cars is probably one of our biggest mistakes that we made.
You know, back in the day, yeah, when we got our first. Not lease. It wasn't a lease.
No, it wasn't a lease.
It was more like just making payments.
Yeah, a car from the dealership.
Yeah, and we didn't even know soon as we drove off that mother depreciated.
Yeah, we thought we were doing something.
Yeah, we were doing it big.
Until probably about 4 or 5 years later, we went to go try to trade it in, and we were still making payments over about $8,000, $7,000 on the car. Mm-hmm. And they said, all we can give you is $2,000.
Yeah, that was devastating. That was real devastating.
Yeah.
And again, if you didn't hear what he just said, he said we owe $8,000.
Yeah.
And that was gonna only give us $2,000.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people make that mistakes of when you first getting together, y'all need a car, and when you doing things out of urgency always make you make a desperate mistake. Right. It's a lot of times we go back and we regret it later on down the road.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we got together, I had a little car. Yeah. I had a little car that you wrecked. Yeah, I wrecked the car. And then we had another one, another van. And I think it was just a battery on it. But back then, you know, we just didn't know.
But you know what people say, I need a new car. And then we end up getting a new car.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you the funny thing about that car, though. It almost like we were supposed to get it because a voice came to my head and said, Uncle Mick. And after it said Uncle Mick called me like 5 minutes later and was like, come on down here, see, can you get a car? He ended up not getting the car, but I got approved for the car. But you know, later on, to know again, like we had $8,000 to pay, and you know, and we can only get $2,000 for this car. It was like, wow, was this a blessing or a curse?
And anytime I think it's a curse, anytime you buy something, then as soon as you buy it, you're already underwater. Yeah, that don't make sense. Yeah. Now, see, when you buy stuff, if you buying something with that thing, knowing that it goes underwater, you better be buying it just because you say, oh, I'm just gonna buy it. Right. Not thinking about getting no money back. Whatever you put in there is probably gonna get half that or less than that back.
Right. And with that said, that was our first repo.
Yeah. But we did that repo. We
did a voluntary repo.
And see, sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta go down to get up.
To get back up. Absolutely. It was like one of the best things that we could have done. Yeah. So we voluntarily let them come and repo. We went without a car for, you know, probably about a good, about 4 months? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. About 4 months, and then we saved up. Yeah. Went and purchased 2 twin cars,
we bought 2 cars straight out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is when we start getting wise with, you know, as far as cars go. Yeah. We're like, shoot, we can go buy us too. We went and bought us too.
Yeah, and I would say, like I said, the biggest thing I think that people fail to realize is you really start banking the value for the car that you buy after you done. If you making payments on the car, you don't reap the value till 5 and 10 years after you done paying for the car.
Yeah. The
name of the game is to get a good car, a decent car, and to keep that car as long as you can without spending money on another car. I mean, we got a Tahoe. I got a Tahoe, 97 Tahoe out there. We done had that car about.
Yeah, we done had it
11 years.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah. We had that car 11 years, and here's why I bought my Tahoe, 97 Tahoe. Our first vacation, our first trip with the kids, we took the kids down to Disney World, and in 2011 we took the kids down to Disney World.
2011.
And we rented a car.
I think it was a Suburban.
We rented a Suburban. That Suburban was $900. Probably almost $1,000 for the week to rent.
Yeah. And yeah, it was. And we, at the time we didn't really pay it any attention. But then, we started taking trips, and we like, shoot, you see the Tahoe. The Tahoe was like, what, 25 or something? How much was it? $3 something.
Yeah, the Tahoe was we sent the Tahoe, it was $3,000.
Yeah, and we like.
So that next year we bought that Tahoe.
Yeah, we like to take trips. So we might as well buy us a car, because that's like 3, 4 times in that rental.
Yeah, and I say that to say, because sometimes we think that renting a car is the easiest option. When I did the math on that, we paid $3,000 for that my Tahoe. We have been to Florida in that Tahoe probably well over 20 times.
You think 20?
Yeah, I said, yeah. That's why I said over 20 times. Yeah, I mean, because we done been to Florida over 20 times in that Tahoe. Yeah. So that Tahoe, and I bought it for specific reason to go to Florida when we take our trips. So in our third trip, that Tahoe paid for everything else.
Yeah.
And that Tahoe cost me no expenses to repair during the first couple of years. So in that first 3 years, that Tahoe, everything else after that is good.
Yeah.
So when we look at things, when we start to spend our money, I think the wisest thing we can do is, if I make this purchase, what's my ROI off this? Because everything we gotta make ROI.
Right. Yeah, y'all, and we started this in the projects.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had a timeshare.
Yeah.
In the projects, we was thinking of the future, but we was still in the projects, but we was living like, life is golden. Yeah. And so by us taking those...
Seeing it before we got there.
Right. And so by us taking those trips and putting that kind of investment in the timeshare, we could afford it at the time, again, because we was in the projects.
Yeah, you hood rich in the projects. Yeah. Like many people living in the projects.
Mm-hmm. But going to those trips and then coming back to the projects, it gave us a better mindset. So if you, not mindset, but for me, it made me not want to come back home to the projects.
You build that disgust of coming back to where you was, and then you gotta step up to expectations.
Right.
You gotta step up to the plate.
Yeah. And not only that, it was so peaceful. It was so peaceful on vacation, and then to come home and it's so rowdy.
Yeah, a whole different vibe.
It was a whole new feel. So that right there, I'm like, I want better.
Yeah.
So, if you in the projects, we love the hood, but if you want to get somewhere else, go somewhere else. Go outside of your comfort zone, invest in things that's going to push you forward, in the future. Yeah. Like that same timeshare, we end up paying it off when we got to the house.
Even getting exposure, like
but look, it's an investment.
Yeah,
it's a good investment.
Yeah. We paid off our timeshare before we got our house. Yeah.
Well, I think we paid it off when we got here.
Yeah.
But still, it's an investment. It's something that we got that we paid off. Yeah. So you don't have to wait until you get your house.
Yeah.
To get started on investments, So that's a good thing. And also, if you're living in the projects, check out the family self-sufficiency program.
Yes.
Okay, a lot of people might not even know about the family self-sufficiency program. But I was in it. I got into the family self-sufficiency program They sent me to home ownership classes and what else? They paid for me to go to school.
Yeah, they set you up. The family self-sufficiency program, yeah, they set you up.
Yeah, I had an escrow account that every time I pay my rent, the money was going to that escrow account for me.
And I think that's might be one of the biggest things about that. And I heard somebody give like a negative thing, like they'll put you out when you get up, and the social workers and all them behave. Yeah, that's true, but the Family Self-Sufficient Program is a program that you can get into, and a lot of times, most people, if you're working living in government assisted housing, then you automatically gotta pay rent when you're working. Right. So if I'm paying rent when I'm working, why not join a program that let me put all my increase? Let's say if I move inside of the Greensboro house, the housing authority place, and then I got a low income job, and all of a sudden I get a better job, and then I'm paying rent. That whole increase in rent that you pay, they say goes to escrow. Yeah,
and it do, as we seen.
So it's like a government assistance savings account, and I heard the girl like she's back. Don't you might as well invest in yourself. This is a government assistance savings account that you got to pay rent anyway.
Right.
So all you got to do is say, yes, I want to sign up for this program, spend probably about 5 and 6 hours to do the little thing that it takes. Yeah. And now, instead of you just
create some goals.
And now, and that's all you got to get in the program, create 3 goals, that you choose that you got to work towards, and then your rent, all the increase in rent that you, let's say, like I said, if you got a job and then you get a higher paying job, that increase in rent goes to your escrow.
Yeah.
And naturally, it's like a crazy thing, because naturally you got to pay rent anyway. Naturally, when you get a higher paying job, your rent will increase anyway. Only thing is, it's not going to your escrow; it's going to be going straight to them.
Right.
So it's like, but that's one of the hidden gems that people don't understand, that the Family Self-Sufficient Program provides, that is available to a lot of people that's in low income housing.
Yeah. And just a quick disclaimer: this information is for informational purposes only. And
you can check it out.
Yeah, check it out yourself. All you got to do, whatever state you in, type FSS for your state, like
Family
Self-Sufficiency, or FSS. That's what they call it. But type that in.
Yeah.
We ain't getting paid to say that or anything. I really went through it, so I know that it really worked. Now, with the home ownership program, I didn't go through with that to get our home. We ended up, doing it on our own. But it do let you talk to you about credit. They talk about a lot of stuff there. So I definitely recommend it.
Yeah,
I recommend it, because when we left, we ended up getting
$6,000. Yeah, about $6,000
out of our
escrow. That was funny.
So definitely check into it.
Yeah, because if you pay rent, you're gonna pay rent anyway. Why not go through a couple of hours, set some goals that you need to reach anyway, to get some of your money put inside your own account, and then when you complete your goals, you can use that money to see fit. Maybe buy a house or do whatever,
or maybe furnish a house.
Yeah.
So let's touch these cards one more time before we jump off this subject, because I want you to know that you have to. Now, this is kind of mindset.
Yeah.
You have to not worry about how people see you in your car. Like, I gotta get this, I gotta get that, because I gotta, look this way on social media. I gotta look this way, out here. I gotta ride clean.
Yeah.
No.
And
especially if you can't afford it.
Yeah. And the average person spends so much on cars. Most people don't even go nowhere. But you got a car that you making $700 a month payments on, and all you do is go to work and come home. Might go over your mama house on the weekend, but other than that, you barely driving the car 200 miles a month.
Yeah.
And we paying $700 over $1,000 a month for a car that we barely drive.
Yeah.
Every car that I got out there, like I said, my wife got a couple of cars.
Oh, you gonna blame it on me?
She got her car that she like, but I'm really all my cars is meant for work.
Yeah, and there's a couple for sale.
Yeah,
so if you need a car, get at us.
Yeah,
all right.
Got a car for sale.
Get at us.
Y'all got 2 for sale.
Yeah, only 2.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, because you know
unless you're gonna keep that one.
No,
you said
I'm saying because, like I said, you gotta switch. Sometimes, man, like I said, most people don't drive. Like I only drive 1 car.
Yeah.
Even though I got, like I said, I got 3 cars out there trying to sell. But
okay, so that's an understatement. But I wanted to say that to say the reason we got these cars is because we don't rent or lease or rent. You know, we don't pay on cars. We buy them straight out.
Yeah, and that's what I believe.
And then make them look good.
Yeah, I see a lot of people. Some people believe that, like I said, you got a certain amount of money that you can afford for a car. But I believe if I got the money to buy that car straight out, and that's money that I frequently have, then I can afford the car.
Yeah.
But if I don't got that money to buy it, so if I see a Mercedes BM AMG and I got $30,000-$40,000 to buy this car, this not my last $30,000, and I'll be getting $30,000 frequently, then I said I can afford this car.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, nah.
Nah, because as soon as you buy a car, that car is most people pay 7% interest on the car.
Yeah, and most people, and they got a look. They got that look. They be like leaning back. They be riding like that through the hood like that. You know, I'm like cornball. It be looking so cornballish. So yeah. Anyway, I had to say that because I can tell you making payments when you do that.
Yeah, and I'm not impressed by a car that you got from the lot that you still making payments.
Yeah, because it ain't yours.
Because it ain't yours. That don't mean that because you can afford the payments right now.
Right.
Because everybody can afford the payments when they first starting out.
Right.
Let me know when your baby is paid for. Then I say, all right, we doing good because you got a nice brand new 2023 car your baby paid for.
Right.
But the average person can't pay for a car straight up.
Yeah.
But
some people might just want to lease. Some people be leasing just to get different cars. You know, different kind of cars.
But you gotta
choose. 6 months.
You gotta choose your hobby.
Yeah.
I think so many people fail to choose their hobby. What I mean by choose your hobby, if you want a nice car, have a less expensive house.
Right.
If I want a nice house, I don't need an expensive car. Less I can afford it. But most people try to have both.
Right.
And that's when they collide. Most people you can't afford both. You better choose. If I would, like me personally, I'm gonna live frugal. I'm gonna have a nice car. I don't want to have a big house that have me a big bill. Why? Because I want to be able to go. I want to stay here, but also be able to afford to go somewhere else and stay for a month.
Absolutely.
See, most people stretch themselves in one place, so they're not able to travel and go different places.
Yeah.
See, we don't make a lot of money, but because we live frugal and we spend cash and our house is decent house, love for us, but we able to take extra vacation.
Yeah.
Go somewhere for a month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah. And I wouldn't recommend getting no big, I mean, I ain't gonna say big whopper, but being settled at a house with a whole bunch of, that costs a whole bunch of money because you really do get tired of it.
Especially your first
Just
house.
like a car. If you that type of person that like to lease, have different cars or the best car out there, you're going to get tired of that, especially your first house.
Yes.
You're going to be ready to upgrade, you know. So make sure you buying something nice and decent for yourself.
Yeah.
Same thing. I would rather, pay mortgage over rent.
Yeah.
It's a little craziness right now. But
but like I say, different places.
Yeah.
Like I said, you hear a lot of people say stuff is too high, but everywhere is different.
Yeah.
I mean, like we live in our simple location, you can still get a nice house for $150,000 or $170,000, $180,000.
Yeah.
It's about 180. Yeah, it's about 180 now. But the time to buy once the interest rates go down, the time to buy is soon versus later. You can't keep waiting to buy something. And the name of the game is to get inside something cheap and then you work your way up. So many people, like she said, you be ready to switch up so oftentimes. They said the average person, when you buy your first, especially if you're buying your first home, then you normally stay in the home 5 to 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's a time where you be ready to switch up.
Mm-hmm.
So never think, especially guys, when you buy your first home, that this is my forever home.
Right.
Even when you buy your forever home, you be like, man,
forever, never.
The kids are gone now. It's time to go. Now it's time to sell. So you gonna always never get complacent or settled in a house, because no house that you get is gonna be your forever home. Especially when you're young, the way we are now. Everybody right now, we looking at stuff, so we always be like, well, I need something new, need something big, need the downside, need the upside.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just to throw this in, another rule of thumb, just a quick little key is to, if you are gonna buy a house, make sure you do your due diligence just like you would do on a car, okay? Because you don't want to be at a house even for a year that's not really, you know, the area, you know, like, you know what I mean? You got to do your research on a lot of things. Check for pedophiles, check, you know, check the schools that your children going to be going to, you know. Check the location out. Make sure it ain't a flood zone. You know, different things like that. Just, you know, check on it like you and your wife or you and your husband get together and do some research on that thing. And
buy undervalue, man. They say the best way, I'm about to give you game right here, this free game right here. The best way to buy a house is at least 70% undervalue, man.
Yeah, it gotta make sense.
Gotta buy your house on the back, because like I said, we moved, when we first bought this house, our first house that we bought was one that we bought for cheap. Now the house have went up over about $200,000 in the course of 7 years.
Yeah, so that was a good buy. That was a great buy.
That was a great buy.
Yeah, and make sure, wives, that you include your husband if you are searching for a house. You know, communicate that to your husband, because I was searching. He knew that I was searching, but he wasn't really into it. But the day he sat down and got into it, he found our house. And I was so shocked, because I had been doing so much looking and I didn't find nothing. I found some, but, you know, we got outbid and different things. But when Lamont sat down and his first day and found the house, I'm like, man.
But that's because most women, when they shop for houses, they shopping for the looks.
No, I didn't see. I would have bid.
See, when I shop for a house, without even knowing first guess, I shop for a house. As number one, I want to pay less than the house I see the house going for. I don't want to pay, if the house at 88, valued at 88, and you paying 86 or 87. I don't want to do that. I want to see the house valued at 88 and I'm paying 70, or valued at 150, I'm paying 100.
Right.
That's a good deal.
Right.
And then you factor anything else in that makes a good deal. Then you pull the trigger.
Yeah. Another thing though on the houses is, you don't want $1 million house because you don't want $1 million tax bill.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about that tax bill that come every year. Okay.
And in some places it's like 7%. So you're looking at a 7% on a $1 million house. That's about $7,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
More. Yeah. And that's the taxes, and that's coming out one whop.
So think about that.
Think about it.
I always think about the tax.
And the extra expenses that do come with the house. So I mean, so if you buying a house for and your payments is $1,000 or so, then count on it. Actually, the real cost is probably about $1,500. You always got to factor in another 40% on top of that to factor in breakdowns and stuff.
Yeah.
So nothing is the cost that you see. I know Dave, that's one thing, people don't like Dave Ramsey, but Dave Ramsey teaches one of the things about inside the saving is your auto car loan, because your car will break down, so you need to be saving money up for your car to break down. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Naturally it's gonna happen. Your car will break down, and the reason why it's be such a burden for people, because they didn't prepare for something that's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
So,
and that's like for everything.
That's for everything in your life. One thing we know for sure that the rain will come. Yeah. This we know for sure, as the song says. This we know for sure. This we know for sure.
So tell me, baby.
Can you stay away?
For real. All right. So yeah, that's free gems. Free gems. If you liking it so far, go ahead and comment. Drop us a heart.
Share this
Share it, yeah. Let somebody know we out here live. Yeah. Okay. So, another thing that I think that that needs to happen in a marriage for money success is communicating. Yeah. As, wife and husband communicating about money, and making a plan about where the money goes, and this might seem simple and sound simple, but a lot of people don't do it. One person might spend more, one person might not be might be high. And
money infidelity.
That's
money infidelity.
Money infidelity. So the communication between you two is very vital for marriage success when it comes to the finances and just spending habits, period.
Yeah. If you want to grow, then you got to show. Mm-hmm. Show where that money going.
Yeah. So another thing is husbands. Because I'm saying husbands because husbands let your wife have her days, of spending. Mm-hmm. Not too much, but again, something that you guys communicated.
Yeah, spending allowance.
Spending allowance. See, he got the words. Spending allowance. Because we need maintenance. And this is the maintenance series. Okay. Some of us want to get our nails done. Some want to get their hair done. Sometimes, might want to get pampered. Might want to go get a cute bag. I ain't saying excessive wives. But, just give us some allowance. Yeah. All right. And what do you think about the bank accounts? They say you should maybe have one for allowance, like an account for allowance. Yeah. One for like the bills and stuff. They said, was it like three different ones? Like a his and hers and ours, and then.
Yeah, I mean, you should automatically go in there, but you can't put too much on too many folks. Yeah, you need to have bank accounts going to different places. One going for the account to pay your bills. Mm-hmm. I think you can go to the HR if you're in a job and go to HR and get them to split your money up with 2 different bank accounts.
Really?
I think you can.
Oh. Okay.
But if you're not, you can also do a transfer, and the bank account let you do a transfer. I think you can schedule. You might can schedule a transfer each month, or you might got to go in and do it maybe to transfer.
Okay.
Half your money in one account, so you're able to spend.
That's good stuff.
You see where your money went.
All right, so. Ask HR if you're interested in, having 2 different accounts to put your money to different places. One for bills and one for something else. Yeah. Do it. But if not, work out of that one. Because,
some people struggle with one.
Yeah. But we trying to help you get out of that one. Not, because you need that $1,000.
Yeah.
What did Dave Ramsey call it?
$1,000 saved up.
Yeah, emergency fund. Yeah, you need that emergency fund. So that should be in a different account than your regular money.
And everybody should have $1,000 saved up.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy. We living in America, and we know more than a month in the pandemic, and the government got to send out
help, relief
funds of $1,000 because America can't even keep $1,000, and people blow $1,000 easy.
Yeah,
people take a trip.
Yeah, so people uppity.
Yeah,
I'ma tell you, people
online, everybody up there, everybody got it.
They uppity offline. They won't even use a coupon. That's
I hope that ain't none of y'all.
Some people will not take the time to use a coupon.
And I do see people doing that. And I see a lot of people like they be like, keep the change. I be like, keep the change. Yeah, don't it. Especially you give them to a store. You talking about keep the change. You got on a McDonald's uniform.
Mm-hmm. Talking about keep the change.
Keep the change.
At the store.
Do you know that change? You know I got probably about $100 worth of change in there.
Yeah.
Of keep the change.
Yeah. And you know, at the store, sometimes they don't even give you your change.
Yeah.
They think you're so slow that they don't give you your 2 cent back or your penny back. They'll put it right in the cash register. You've been there walked out.
But here's the thing: 100 people. If I get a penny from 100 people a day, that's $1.
Yeah.
That's $365 in a year. For some people, that's a whole car payment.
Yeah. Got to be more.
That's why I say things add up. We don't realize how quickly things add up. But just like that transaction in the store, you say it's just a penny. Yeah, it's just a penny. But that store clerk, if I'm getting a penny, and most times it's 2-3 pennies.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm getting at least a penny, by the time I hit 5 people, I'm getting 5 cents. I'm getting a penny from every customer, and it's 100 customers at least that come in there,
right,
or more. Then that's $365 extra I get a year just off that little change.
Yeah, and if we telling you this, it's because we done experienced it. Yeah. I remember my baby came home like, the man at the store tried to keep my change. Give me my change.
I need mine.
Okay.
Because I got a piggy bank too. Like I said, I got $100. I got $100 worth of change in there from keep the change.
Right.
Now I keep the change on my credit card and stuff. I do the little round up to the people and stuff, the needy and stuff. Yeah. I do that. Yeah. But when I go to spend $1 bills, I need my change.
Okay.
Because that adds up.
Yeah, so watch them little side stores. Another thing that we do, that we implement into our marriage and into our daily lives that help us, maintain the lifestyle that we, have adapted to, is we use, like, when we go out to eat, we have coupons. That's why I'm saying some people won't even take the time to use coupons, but you don't know how much you can save during the year. If we're not using coupons, we're using the apps.
Yeah, McDonald's app.
Yes.
Don't eat McDonald's that much. Only thing I eat from McDonald's is a frap, y'all. Yeah. And I'm sure most of y'all buy that frap.
Yeah.
And we do. Yeah, we pay what, $2? We pay $2. We get $2 off frap. When I buy a frap from
and we
McDonald's.
Just bought one with the McDonald's points
from
using our $2 frap.
Yeah.
I think it's insane that people still go through the drive-thru without using the app because things are so much cheaper.
They give you points for doing the things I'm gonna get doing anyway. So if I'm going to McDonald's, like we're going to McDonald's, I'm already going there. It takes me the same amount of time that I place my order with them as to me to do it online and that.
Right.
As soon as I place it, I can go there and give my number and my order's ready. But this time I get points, and points add up. Like I said, we get free food probably, I would say, at least about every other week.
Yeah, because not only do we do the apps, we got a entertainment book.
Yeah.
That book costs $30.
Yeah, every time we eat out, we got a little restaurant book, and we actually get 2 or 3 of them a year. Mm-hmm. And inside this restaurant book, we just took for Mother's Day, took my mother out for we went to a Mexican place, so we went out to Mexican, and we got drinks and big fajitas, and we got a Texan ACP. A Texan ACP, yeah.
And then I had the chicken ACP. Yeah. And I had me a little virgin.
Yeah.
Drink.
Yeah, we each had a drink, and I didn't pay no more than about $80.
But that was good. That was good because we had a coupon.
Yeah. And then we went back the next day and used my coupon again, and we paid $20 again.
Yeah.
For 2 fajitas. She got chicken, I got a steak fajita that would have normally cost $30. We paid $20 for that fajita because it was $12 off.
It would have been, yeah.
And we had to eat anyway, and the Mexican was good, so we went back again, spending the money that we was gonna spend anyway. But except only thing about it is we got $12 off.
So taking little steps like this can definitely save you.
Yeah.
A lot a year,
you
know?
And it's what's called attraction dope.
Yeah, attraction.
Yeah, each city has one. Yeah. And I guarantee you look inside that book, I guarantee you'll get your money back in 2 purchases.
Yeah.
Because we, like I said, we done did the China, when we did the Mexican, that was $12 off. Mm-hmm. And the book didn't cost nothing but $25. Yeah. So there you go right there. Just 2 purchases will get your money back. That's one of the biggest things that you're going to save on is your car payment and eating out when you out here trying to build wealth with your spouse.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And we also do fetch.
Yeah.
And we also do get upside. I mean, you know, everything you can do, do it. If you're going to go out here and buy some of this high gas, why not get money back?
I do. Yeah, we do use the Fetch app. We can actually put all these links up under here. We're going to put all our money-saving links up under here in this email. I'm going to do the research and
not the email.
And inside this video. Inside this video.
Yeah, wherever you see this, since it's live, we might just comment. We might have to comment it.
Yeah. Well, I put it inside the description because we gotta get it together.
Okay, so we're gonna put it in the description.
Yeah, you have to come back to the
check
video.
It out. Yeah, for real.
I gotta get the stuff together. Yeah,
man, and that is a good tip. What we telling you are good tips for marriage, success, money,
success,
marriage,
and this is just a quick dose, man.
Yeah. For real.
Just if you listen to what we just said, I guarantee you the next month you're gonna save yourself at least $50, $60, depending on how much you eat out, man.
Yeah. I would even do this though if I'm single. If you single, get the book. Yeah. You can still do this.
Yeah.
Get upside, get fetch.
Yeah.
I mean, you getting stuff, especially with the book, they got so many buy one, get one free. You got 2 days worth of meals. I know some people like, I'll eat that would get over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eat you some leftovers, okay?
Mm-hmm. So we hope this helps, man. Mm-hmm. And we hope you take this information and actually save some money, man. Because you save some money in one area, you can put it in another area that can actually make money.
Yeah.
Because it takes money to make money.
It sure do.
Yeah.
So, to wrap this up, make sure again that you're communicating with your partner about your money, where it's going, where it's not going, what it's doing, what you making it do, you know, what you want to do. All right. Also, what else we said? Make sure that you're not impulse buying on cars and houses, and you know, because it's very easy to get caught up in the renting, leasing game. You know, is on cars. It's very easy.
And the last thing is stop overspending on that food, man.
Oh man. Use your resources. Use resources.
Yeah. Get the book. We're gonna put the coupon. the little app and stuff in the bottom of the thing right here. Get that and actually use it because they actually got food in there too. So every time we buy food, we get to buy one get one free.
Yeah.
Or something off every time we make a purchase on food.
And every time y'all throw away y'all receipt, we picking it up. Scanning it, bro.
Because right now I got $30 right now. I'm probably gonna take my baby out to eat on. With a coupon. And receipts that I naturally get.
And
easy money, man.
And the attraction book it's not only food though, it's bowling, it's all kinds of fun stuff.
I never pay full price on nothing, man. Yeah. And I don't negotiate and hag like that.
Okay.
We just use coupons.
Yeah. Take the time to do that.
Yeah. That's where you have more money when you save money. And don't overspend on things that they give you coupons for. All right, so hope this helps, guys. We wish you much success and
be sure to like, comment, share. All right.
Yeah.
And this has been another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. Yeah, let's maintain that marriage. We under construction.
Yeah.
We doing some maintenance, baby.
Yeah.
All right, and they had vision.
And together
they built the life that they love.